Triple flicks. Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, aka Chatty Bobby Olymbory. And you are tuned into the Triple Flicks Mafia YouTube channel, where your boy Chatty Bobby 1130 is going over 31 days of horror, where I talk about a horror movie that's new to me, whether it's new, old, ancient, good, bad, motherfucking ugly. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to be out of your hair in less than 6-7 minutes, okay? If you've not subscribed to the Triple Flicks Mafia, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. We're going to keep this going through the month of November, too. I'd like to try to see if I can do it, see how many reviews I can knock out between now and the end of the year to make up for lost time, okay? Today, we're going to talk about another one from 2020. September 22nd, 2020 was the release here in the U.S., and it is a movie called Let It Snow. It is written and directed by Stanislav Kapralov. It is a, let's see. The country of origin was Ukraine or Georgia. And it is a, we're just going to get right into it here. Separated from her fiance after sneaking onto a restricted slope, Mia, a free-riding snowboarder, must survive not only against nature, but the masked snowmobile rider in black who's out for her blood. Okay? So, I love horror movies with a snowy setting. It always makes it that much more enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? It just gets you, I just love that setting in general. It's about this woman and her fiance, like we just said. They're going to the country of Georgia, to these like ski slopes, and they're gonna go snowboarding and have him a weekend. He's planning to propose to her. It says fiance on here, but he hadn't quite popped the question yet. And the movie starts out with something happening to a child years before they get there, and then it fast forwards to present day when they get there. And this was it's hard to explain this movie, man, because I was just hoping it was going to be them trying to survive out in the super cold area, like they're stranded. And there is that element, but then there's the whole other element about the masked snowmobile driver, or rider, I should say, that adds a whole nother element to it that I wasn't a huge fan of, to be honest with you. There's parts of this movie that I really didn't like. There's one part that's really tough to watch because I'm claustrophobic and I'm scared of heights. But there's a claustrophobic thing where an avalanche comes and she gets trapped under the avalanche, and she's got like that much of a hole to try to dig out of. And I was freaking out when I was watching that part. But she's being stalked. Her and her husband or fiance get separated. She's being stalked, by this this mystery snowmobile rider. In addition to that, she's out in the middle of nowhere on this huge ass, slope, and she's trying to survive. Again, I kind of wish they'd have just made it about them trying to survive the setting. I wasn't a big fan of the whole masked snowmobile rider because I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't really get, you do get a payoff. I will say you do get a payoff. I just wasn't the biggest fan of that. It kind of drags in the second act. I feel like it's like kind of drags for about 20 minutes. It's an hour and 26 minutes, but it does drag at points. I will say that the setting was great. It was shot well. I thought the actors did fine. It's not a lot of blood and gore, which I'm not opposed to. But it got a 4 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm not going to be that tough on it. I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5. So I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I just feel like it kind of drags towards the second act. It picks up a little towards the end, but for about 15 to 20 minutes, it's kind of just meandering. I did say meander in the sentence, and so there's that. But overall, if you can find this, is another one I rented for like $3 or $4 on YouTube Premium. I had some PayPal money that came through, so I just said I'll just invest $15-20 and rent some 2020 movies to try to check out for reviews for y'all. And I don't regret watching it. But it's it's not one that I ever need to see again. If you like horror suspense thrillers in a snowy setting, I suggest giving it a look. It may end up going on a free service before long, whether it's Shudder or Amazon Prime or Netflix. You can check it out there. But overall, I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5. Nothing outstanding, but still has some cool parts to it. And that was Let It Snow. And it's another one for 2020 to mark on my list. So if y'all have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notification. And as always, man, I am Chatty Bobby 1130. This has been the Triple Flicks Mafia YouTube channel.